Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into something super fascinating today. We're going to be talking all about
Sleep.
sleep optimization to be exact.
Okay.
And, we've got some really cool sources on sleep coaching.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like the idea that you can have a coach to help you sleep better. I don't know about you, but I think we all probably
Absolutely.
use a little
Yeah.
help in that department, right?
Yeah.
It affects everything, our energy, our mood,
It's true.
everything.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I think a lot of people kind of just accept that bad sleep is just part of life.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of grab another coffee and
Push through.
push through.
Yeah.
But imagine,
Yeah.
like, how much better could we all feel if we actually, like, took care of that?
Right. Exactly. And that's where this whole idea of sleep coaching comes in. It's
Yeah.
not just like
Tr-
telling people to count sheep,
Yeah.
you know? This
Yeah.
is like,
Okay.
it's a whole profession dedicated to like helping people sleep better.
Wow.
Was-
It's interesting. It seems very personalized,
Right.
right? Because everyone's different.
Right. Yeah.
So you'd have to kind of, I imagine it starts with like a deep dive into your particular like sleep challenges
Right.
and your habits and your lifestyle and all that. It's kind of like
Yeah.
the sleep detective, like figuring out
I like that.
what are the things that are keeping you from a good night's rest.
Yeah. So, okay, let's say I'm signing up for the sleep coaching thing.
Okay.
Like, what happens? What's that initial consultation? Like, what are they asking?
I think, well, first they'd want to know about like your history.
Okay.
Like how long have you been struggling with this?
Right.
What are your typical like sleep patterns like?
Yeah.
What time do you go to bed? What time do you wake up?
Right.
They'd ask about your routine, your sleep environment, do you have a good bed?
Right.
Is it dark? Is it quiet?
Yeah.
Are you on any medications? Just like
Interesting.
lots of things.
Yeah.
Like what's your lifestyle like? Diet, exercise, stress, like all of these factors can play a role.
Wow. So it's like a very holistic, it's not just focused on the hour before you go to bed.
Totally. It's like
Yeah.
your whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think they would also want to know about your goals. Like what are you hoping to achieve
Oh, interesting.
through sleep coaching?
Mm.
Do you just want to fall asleep faster? Do you want to stay asleep longer?
Mm.
Do you just want to like wake up feeling more refreshed?
So it's not like a one size fits all.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone wants something different.
Interesting. Okay, so this initial consultation, it seems like it's really crucial then, because
Yeah.
it's kind of laying the foundation for like the whole coaching process.
Totally. Yeah.
So that they can figure out like really what are the root causes
Right.
of my sleep issues so that they can develop
Yeah,
a plan that's personalized to me.
exactly. It's all about you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say we've gone through this in-depth consultation. They've got all the clues. Now, what?
Then comes the personalized sleep plan.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's not just a generic list of tips.
Right.
It's like a step-by-step guide designed to help you achieve
Okay.
like those goals that you talked about. It might include recommendations for improving what's called sleep hygiene.
Oh, interesting.
Sleep hygiene.
Like, your everyday habits and practices
Okay.
that can make a big difference.
So it's more than just having a comfy mattress.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like creating an environment that's really conducive to sleep.
Okay.
Like making sure your bedroom is dark and quiet and cool.
Yeah.
You might need to invest in blackout curtains
Okay.
or a white noise machine
Yeah.
or even experiment with different kinds of pillows.
So it's
No,
like
no.
turning your bedroom into like a sleep sanctuary.
Yes.
Yes.
A place where your body can like truly unwind and relax.
I love that. And sleep hygiene also extends to your like daily routine, right?
Totally.
Like not just what's happening in the bedroom.
Yeah, this might mean like establishing a consistent bedtime and wake up time,
Okay.
like even on the weekends.
Okay, so that's hard.
Hard, I know.
No more sleeping in on Sundays.
It's tempting, but
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And it might mean being mindful of your like caffeine and alcohol intake,
Yeah, yes.
especially in those hours leading up to bedtime.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think we've all had that experience where you have like a late night coffee and
Right.
you're like, why am I wired?
Or the restless sleep after one too many glasses of wine.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it can really mess with you.
Yeah. And then there's technology.
Oh, yes.
That's a big one.
The big one.
Like, we all know we shouldn't be scrolling through our phones
I know.
before bed.
It's so tempting, though.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
But it's so hard.
Right. Yeah. And a sleep coach would probably recommend like putting away those screens
Okay.
at least an hour before bed or using blue light blocking glasses in the evening,
Right.
you know?
Just to give your brain a chance to like
Yeah.
unwind and disconnect.
Right.
Yeah.
From all that stimulation.
Okay. So we've got, so sleep hygiene's like a big one.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, relaxation techniques can play a big role too.
Oh, relaxation techniques. Okay, that sounds nice.
They're very appealing. There's so many different options.
Yeah.
A sleep coach might like guide you through what's called progressive muscle relaxation,
Okay.
where you systematically tense and release
Mm-hmm.
different muscle groups,
Interesting.
or teach you deep breathing exercises to calm your nervous system,
Okay.
things like that.
It's just kind of like giving your body that cue that it's time to relax.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like signaling
Yeah.
to your body that it's time to let go of the day's stress.
Okay, and what about like for those of us who have like racing thoughts at bedtime?
Oh, yeah. I think mindfulness meditation can be super helpful for that.
Mindfulness, it's everywhere these days.
It is. It's very popular.
But how does it actually like,
Well, it's all about paying attention to the present moment without judgment.
okay,
So it encourages you to kind of observe those thoughts and feelings
okay.
without getting caught up in them.
Oh, interesting.
So instead of lying there like worrying about
yeah,
all the things you need to do tomorrow,
right.
you can focus on your breath
Okay.
or like the sensations in your body, the sounds around you.
Okay, it's like hitting the pause button.
Exactly,
Yeah.
on that mental chatter.
Okay, interesting.
And when you practice mindfulness regularly, you train your mind to be more present,
Right.
less reactive,
Yeah.
which can lead to a more peaceful bedtime.
Okay. So we've got sleep hygiene, we've got relaxation techniques,
Yeah,
and we've got mindfulness.
right.
Anything else?
Well, there's also this, there's a type of therapy called CBTI. It stands for Cognitive Behavioral Therapy for Insomnia.
Okay. That sounds a little,
It's a mouthful.
yeah, a little intimidating.
I know, it sounds very clinical, but it's actually quite straightforward.
Okay. So break it down for us.
Basically, CBTI focuses on changing the thoughts and behaviors that contribute to insomnia.
Hmm.
It's based on the idea that our thoughts, feelings, and actions are all interconnected.
Okay.
So if you're constantly worrying about not being able to sleep,
Right.
like those thoughts can actually make it harder to fall asleep.
Oh, so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so worried about not sleeping that you end up
You're creating the problem.
creating the problem.
Yeah.
Wow.
So CBTI helps you kind of identify and challenge those negative thoughts
Okay.
and replace them with more positive and realistic ones.
Okay. Interesting.
It also involves changing behaviors that might be perpetuating your sleep problems.
So like establishing a regular sleep-wake cycle, avoiding naps, only using your bed for sleep.
Exactly. All those good sleep hygiene practices.
Right. Okay.
It's about creating that consistent routine and reinforcing the association between your bed and sleep.
Got it. Okay. So it's not just about what you're doing in that hour before bed. It's really about like creating these healthy sleep habits.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That span your entire day.
Yeah. Okay. So is there like a specific technique that's used in CBTI?
Well, one that's often used is called sleep restriction.
Sleep restriction.
Yeah.
What is that?
It might sound kind of counterintuitive,
Oh, okay.
but it involves temporarily limiting your time in bed
Okay.
to match your actual sleep time.
So if I'm only sleeping like 6 hours a night,
Yeah.
I should only be in bed for 6 hours.
You got it.
Okay.
Even if it feels like you need more rest.
Interesting.
By doing this, you're essentially condensing your sleep, making it more efficient, and improving the quality.
So you're retraining your body to associate the bed with sleep.
Exactly.
Mm.
Not with like,
Tossing and turning, or like scrolling through your phone.
right, or watching TV or reading or whatever it is you're doing.
Right. Okay.
It's all about sleep.
So over time, as your sleep quality improves,
Right.
then you gradually increase your time in bed
Right, exactly.
until you get to like your desired amount.
You got it.
Okay.
So it's a gradual process, but it's a really powerful way to kind of
Reset your...
reset your sleep cycles and break those bad habits.
Okay. So sleep restriction is just one technique,
Just one.
but it's just really interesting that it highlights kind of the importance of addressing both the cognitive and the behavioral aspects
I
of
think
sleep.
it's all connected, yeah.
So we've talked about the initial consultation. We talked about that personalized sleep plan.
Right.
But I'm curious about, like, what are the actual techniques?
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the things a sleep coach would actually recommend to help someone sleep better?
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting because sleep coaching draws from a wide range of techniques,
Okay.
from very practical things
Sure.
to more like mindset-focused stuff.
Okay.
But one of the foundational elements is sleep hygiene.
Okay.
which we touched on a little bit before.
Yeah.
It's basically those everyday habits and practices that can make a huge difference in your sleep.
So it's beyond just having a comfy mattress.
Yeah, it's
Great.
about creating an environment that's truly conducive to sleep.
Okay.
So this could mean making sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool.
Right.
Like you might need to invest in blackout curtains if you've got street lights or, like
Right.
whatever. A white noise machine to block out any distracting sounds.
Yeah.
Even experiment with different types of pillows.
It's like turning your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary.
Totally. A
Yeah.
place where your mind and body can truly unwind.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And sleep hygiene also extends to your daily routine.
Right. Okay.
So this might mean like establishing a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on the weekends.
No more sleeping in on Sundays.
I know.
Okay. All right.
It's tough,
It's tough.
but it can make a big difference.
Yeah. Okay.
And it might also mean being mindful of your caffeine and alcohol intake,
Oh, yeah.
especially in the hours leading up to bedtime.
We've all been there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That wired feeling after a late night coffee.
Yeah, or the restless sleep after one too many glasses of wine.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's technology,
Oh, right.
which is,
The big one.
a huge factor these days.
Yeah. It's so tempting to scroll through our phones before bed.
I know it's so easy to get sucked in.
Right. But we all know that blue light is not doing us any favors.
No, it's not good for our sleep at all.
Yeah.
The blue light emitted from our devices, it can interfere with our melatonin production,
Melatonin. Okay.
which is the hormone that helps us fall asleep.
Right. Okay.
So a sleep coach might recommend putting away screens at least an hour before bed, or using blue light blocking glasses in the evening.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah, they can be helpful,
Okay.
just to give your brain a chance to unwind and disconnect.
Yeah, from all that stimulation.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It's a lot.
Okay.
And speaking of unwinding,
Okay.
relaxation techniques can also play a big role in sleep coaching.
Oh, relaxation techniques.
Yeah, those always sound so appealing.
They do, but I'm always like, where do I start?
Well, there's so many different options.
Yeah.
A sleep coach might guide you through, like progressive muscle relaxation.
Okay. What is that?
That's where you systematically tense and release
Okay.
different muscle groups in your body,
Interesting.
or teach you deep breathing exercises
Okay.
to calm your nervous system.
It's like giving your body a signal that it's time to relax.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just like signaling to your body that it's time to let go of the day's stress.
Okay. And what about for those of us who, have racing thoughts at bedtime?
Oh, yeah, that's a common one. I think mindfulness meditation can be incredibly helpful for that.
Mindfulness, it's everywhere these days.
It is very popular.
But how does that actually help with sleep?
Well, mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment.
Okay.
So it encourages you to kind of observe your thoughts and feelings
Okay.
without getting caught up in them.
Oh, interesting.
So instead of lying in bed worrying about all the things you need to do tomorrow,
Right.
you can focus on your breath,
Okay.
the sensations in your body,
Okay.
the sounds around you.
So it's like hitting the pause button on your mind's constant chatter?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And when you practice mindfulness regularly, you train your mind to be more present
Right.
and less reactive,
Yeah.
which can translate into a more peaceful bedtime experience.
Okay, so we've covered sleep hygiene,
Yes.
relaxation techniques,
Uh-huh.
mindfulness, CBTI.
Yes.
Are there any other tools in the sleep coach's toolbox?
Oh, there are plenty.
Okay.
Sleep coaching is a dynamic field.
Right.
New approaches are always emerging.
Okay.
One area that's gained a lot of attention is the role of nutrition.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So what we eat can actually impact how we sleep.
Absolutely. It can have a big impact.
Oh, okay.
A sleep coach might guide you on making dietary adjustments that support better sleep.
Okay.
For example, they might suggest eating a balanced dinner that includes complex carbohydrates and lean protein
Okay.
a few hours before bed.
So it's not about like restrictive diet.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's about making mindful food choices
Right.
that promote restful sleep.
Okay.
And they might also advise you to limit your intake of sugary foods and processed snacks,
Oh, yeah.
which can lead to energy spikes and crashes
Right.
that disrupt sleep.
So it's all about nourishing your body with foods that promote, overall well-being,
Exactly.
including a good night's sleep.
It's all connected.
Yeah, okay. And beyond diet, what about exercise?
Oh, exercise is another key component of sleep hygiene.
Now, this one might seem counterintuitive,
It can.
because wouldn't exercising too close to bedtime make it harder to fall asleep?
That's a common concern.
Yeah.
But regular physical activity actually promotes better sleep.
Okay.
However, a sleep coach might advise you to avoid strenuous workouts
Okay.
in the hours leading up to bedtime.
So it's about finding the right balance.
Right, a timing.
Yeah, finding what works for you.
Okay.
And another area that's often addressed in sleep coaching is stress management.
Oh, stress, yes.
Yeah,
In today's world, it's like a constant companion.
it is. It's a big problem for a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's no secret that stress and sleep are closely intertwined.
Oh, yeah, they're very much connected.
Because when we're stressed, our minds race. It's hard to relax and fall asleep.
Exactly. It's like your mind just won't shut off.
Right.
So a sleep coach might introduce you to various stress management techniques
Okay.
to help you unwind before bed.
Okay. So this could be anything from deep breathing exercises.
Yeah. To meditation,
Ah.
mindfulness practices.
Exactly. It's about finding what works best for you to calm your mind and release the tensions of the day.
So it sounds like sleep coaching is really about addressing all aspects of our lives.
It is.
Yeah.
That might be impacting our sleep.
Right, not just focusing on that hour before bed.
Right. It's a holistic approach
Yeah.
that recognizes the interconnectedness
Yeah.
of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being.
It's all connected.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about like the how-to of sleep coaching,
Yeah.
but I'm also curious about the results.
Okay.
Do people really see a difference in their lives?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
After working with a sleep coach,
What kind of difference?
the benefits of sleep coaching can be truly transformative.
Okay.
When you prioritize sleep and start incorporating these techniques into your life,
Yeah.
you're likely to experience a ripple effect of positive changes.
Okay, let's unpack this ripple effect. What are some of the tangible benefits people might experience?
Well, for starters, imagine waking up feeling refreshed and energized,
Oh, yeah.
ready to tackle the day.
Okay.
That alone can be a game changer.
Yeah, like starting the day with a full tank of energy
So-
instead of running on fumes.
Instead of dragging yourself out of bed.
Yeah, exactly.
And beyond increased energy, better sleep can also lead to improved cognitive function.
Oh, okay.
You might notice that you're sharper, more focused,
Mm.
able to think more clearly.
So it's not just about feeling less tired.
No,
Okay.
it's about enhancing our mental capabilities.
Okay.
Studies have shown that even a small improvement in sleep quality can lead to significant improvements in memory,
Okay.
concentration, and decision-making.
Wow, that's huge.
It is.
Especially in today's world where we're constantly bombarded with information.
Right.
Demand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having a sharp mind is a valuable asset.
Right. And speaking of assets,
Okay?
better sleep can also benefit your physical health.
Why, of course.
Okay, so we talked about the mental benefits,
Uh-huh.
but how does sleep impact our physical well-being?
Well, for starters, getting enough sleep supports a healthy immune system.
Oh, okay.
When you're sleep deprived,
Yeah,
your body produces fewer of those infection-fighting cells.
right.
It needs to ward off illness.
So a good night's sleep is like a shield against those pesky colds and flus.
Exactly.
Okay.
And beyond immunity, quality sleep is also linked to a lower risk of chronic diseases,
Oh, wow.
like heart disease,
Okay.
stroke, type
Yeah.
2 diabetes,
Okay.
and even certain types of cancer.
Wow, those are some serious health benefits.
They are.
Yeah.
Sleep plays a crucial role in regulating blood pressure,
Okay.
blood sugar levels,
Mm,
hormone production,
okay.
all of which are essential for maintaining good health.
It's like sleep is the unsung hero of preventive health care.
I like that.
Yeah.
The unsung hero.
Yeah.
And the benefits extend beyond just physical health.
Mm.
Better sleep can also have a positive impact on our mental and emotional well-being.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so when we're sleep deprived,
Yeah.
we tend to be more irritable,
Okay.
short-tempered,
Mm.
and prone to mood swings.
Yeah, I think we've all experienced that feeling of being cranky and on edge
Oh, absolutely.
when we haven't had enough sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the flip side,
Okay.
when we get enough sleep,
Yeah.
we're better equipped to manage stress,
Okay.
regulate our emotions,
Mm.
and cope with life's challenges.
So it's not just about feeling happier.
No,
Okay.
it's about having greater emotional resilience.
Okay.
Studies have shown that people who get enough sleep are better able to handle stress,
Mm.
bounce back from setbacks,
Okay.
and maintain a more positive outlook on life.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is.
Especially in today's world where stress and anxiety are so prevalent,
Yeah,
having those coping mechanisms is essential.
it's crucial.
Yeah.
And the benefits of good sleep extend even further. They can enhance our relationships,
Interesting.
boost our productivity,
Okay.
and even improve our athletic performance.
Wow. It seems like sleep truly is the foundation.
It is
Yeah.
for a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life.
It's crazy how much it impacts
Yeah,
everything.
it really does.
Yeah.
And what's exciting is that sleep coaching provides a pathway for
Hmm.
people
Right.
to tap into these benefits.
It's like a secret weapon for unlocking our full potential.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
A secret weapon.
And what's particularly remarkable is that the benefits of sleep coaching can be long-lasting. So it's not just a temporary fix.
No.
It's really a sustainable approach.
It is.
Yeah.
To improving sleep for the long haul.
It's about creating those habits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sleep coaching empowers people to develop healthy sleep habits that can benefit them for years to come.
That's incredible.
It is.
So we've talked about the benefits for individuals.
Yeah.
But what about the bigger picture? What's the potential impact of sleep coaching on society as a whole?
Oh, that's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where people are well rested,
Okay.
energized,
Yeah.
and functioning at their best.
Okay. Paint me a picture.
Okay.
What would that world look like?
Well, think about the impact on workplace productivity.
Okay.
When employees are well rested,
Yeah.
they're more alert,
Okay.
focused,
Uh-huh.
efficient,
Right.
leading to increased output and fewer errors.
So businesses could potentially see a boost in their bottom line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just by prioritizing sleep for their employees.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And beyond productivity,
Yes.
what about public safety?
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
When people are sleep deprived,
Yeah.
they're more likely to make mistakes,
Right.
have accidents,
Okay.
experience impaired judgment.
That's a scary thought, especially when we think about professions like healthcare workers,
Yeah.
pilots,
Uh-huh.
truck drivers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sleep deprivation is a serious public health concern.
Yeah.
By promoting sleep health,
Yeah.
we can create a safer environment for everyone.
And beyond safety,
Yes.
what about healthcare costs?
Oh, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Sleep disorders and sleep deprivation
Yeah.
contribute to a wide range of health problems,
Right.
leading to increased healthcare utilization and costs.
Right, because if you're not sleeping,
Yeah,
then you're more likely to get sick,
exactly.
and then you're spending more money on healthcare.
And more time at the doctor's office
Exactly.
and more medications.
Yeah.
It just snowballs.
Yeah.
So by addressing sleep issues early on,
Okay.
we can potentially prevent or mitigate these health problems,
Right.
saving billions of dollars in healthcare expenses.
So investing in sleep health is not only good for individuals,
Right.
but it also makes economic sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For society as a whole.
Wow.
And beyond the economic benefits,
Okay.
imagine the impact on our overall well-being.
Mm.
When people are well rested,
Yeah.
they're more likely to be happier,
Okay.
healthier,
Uh-huh.
and more engaged in their communities.
It's like sleep has a ripple effect.
It does.
Yeah.
That extends far beyond the individual,
Right.
creating a more positive and productive society.
It all comes back to sleep.
It really does.
Yeah.
And that's why sleep coaching is so important.
Yeah.
It's not just about helping individuals sleep better.
Right.
It's about creating a ripple effect of positive change
Okay.
that can benefit us all.
You know, as we're wrapping up this deep dive into sleep coaching, I'm struck by how accessible this all seems. You
Mm.
know, like it's not about needing fancy equipment or expensive medications. It's about like making small changes to our habits and routines.
Totally. I think that's such a key takeaway. It's about empowering people to take control of their sleep,
Yeah.
and realize that they don't have to just accept poor sleep as their reality. Like, there are things they can do right now to start sleeping better.
Exactly. So for someone listening who's maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, like what's one small change they could make today to start prioritizing their sleep?
I think one of the simplest yet most effective things you can do is establish a consistent bedtime routine.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be anything elaborate, just
Okay.
a sequence of calming activities that signal to your body that it's time to wind down.
So this could be things like taking a warm bath, reading a book,
Yeah.
listening to relaxing music,
Mm.
or, even just dimming the lights.
Exactly. It's about creating that ritual that helps you transition from the busyness of the day
Right.
into that state of relaxation.
Right.
And the key is consistency. Try to do these activities in the same order,
Okay.
around the same time each night,
Yeah.
to really reinforce that sleep-wake cycle.
It's like training your brain to recognize those cues
Exactly.
and prepare for sleep.
Okay? And another small change you can make is to be more mindful of your sleep environment.
We talked about this before, but it's worth repeating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. You know, invest in blackout curtains if streetlights are an issue. Use a white noise machine to block out distracting sounds. Keep the temperature comfortably cool.
Yeah, it's amazing how those little things can make such a big
They
difference.
really can. And one more thing I would add for anyone who's really serious about improving their sleep is to start tracking your sleep patterns.
Oh, okay. Like how?
Well, there are tons of apps out there these days. Or you can even just use a simple notebook.
Okay.
But start by recording, your bedtime, your wake-up time, how long it takes you to fall asleep. You can also note any factors that might be affecting your sleep, like caffeine intake, stress levels, even the weather.
So you're basically becoming a sleep detective,
Exactly.
gathering all this data
All the clues.
to help you understand your own patterns.
Exactly. And once you have that data, you can start to identify patterns and make adjustments as needed.
Hmm.
Maybe you notice that you sleep better on nights when you exercise, or that you wake up feeling groggy on days when you drink coffee after lunch. Like, it's all about becoming more aware of those connections
Yeah,
between our habits and our sleep quality.
right.
And that awareness is the first step towards making those positive changes.
Well, as we're wrapping up this deep dive, I'm really struck by how much potential there is in this field of sleep coaching. It feels like we're just scratching the surface of understanding the power of sleep and the ways that we can help people harness that power.
Absolutely. I think as the research on sleep continues to grow and as more people become aware of its importance, we're going to see a real shift in our culture
Oh,
towards
interesting.
valuing and prioritizing sleep as like a fundamental pillar of health and well-being.
I love that.
Yeah, it's an exciting time to be in this space.
It really is. And for anyone listening who's, intrigued by this whole idea of sleep coaching, whether as a potential client or even as a budding entrepreneur, I encourage you to dive in and explore further.
Totally. There's a wealth of information out there, and there are incredible opportunities to make a real difference in people's lives.
Well said. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say good night. Sweet dreams, everyone.